your skin for so long. Oh, I am in your head, so tell me, is it wrong? Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. You fell under my spell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell, my spell.
double beaten into the corner, gets the bump on Sakitty. It's awkward now. Amish coming in, has the second man, goes low and scores! It's Amish with the...
minutes to go, and we have the final countdown, the last 10 seconds, now 5 seconds. A pitch from the net. KG, that's over him. That didn't go in, but we got Slade going for the shot. Able to score it, and we don't have OT. Indeed, both teams doing good so far to remain unscathed. That said, Robot landed a great challenge. It's going to set tie up, and it didn't go in when we thought it would, but KG
is not going to be beneficial, especially with how much better the Dragons are playing as it goes on. Big bump, big pass, big shot from Alex. They're scoring from
Milio back, Poofy beating Zuggs. We have a 2v1 opportunity here. Great job by Milio reading that as Zuggs comes barreling down, try to demo nutrition, can't quite do it. Poofy keeping control, dunking Milio, who challenged. Both Zuggs and Poofy get their respective boosts. Poofy trying for air drag, gets it off the back wall, and they take a 3-1 lead. What a double tap, what an air drag, what a play by Poofy.
What's going on,
what's
FDL? We have the first stream of the season season 10, sorry. Jesus Christ. Week 10, that's very, that's jumping the gun by a lot.
Yeah.
But to help me bring in season 10, first stream, we have myself with Oscar. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Galloway? We have these two this matchup right here, which is going to be a great match. Monkeys versus unicorns.
Indeed, and in Origin League, everybody's favorite league, it seems like. Although this season it seems like we're struggling for player base here and there, but we're making it happen.
Yeah.
But to bring us off, we also have Original Thor, our production lead, and also main streamer guy helping us out tonight streaming. So everybody give him some love in chat. But to bring in this first game, Oscar, I want to get your opinions. How excited are you to first get your cast in with FDL, and then second, to watch these two teams go at it?
Well, firstly, FDL, it's a blessing to be a part of this. And for these two teams, I know how all these players play. Mostly all of them. Cause what do you call it? I was in tryouts with them, so I know kind of their tendencies. But I don't, cause anything can happen in Rocket League in 5 minutes.
Oh, absolutely, man. And not only just 5 minutes, but you have potentially 3 to 5 sets of 5 minutes too, so you never know what could happen.
Yeah.
But there is one sure way, Oscar, that we can find out what will happen. And that's when we send these two teams in there. So let's do that right now. We have monkeys. We have the unicorns. We have Conway and Alyssa B for the monkeys, Quick Koala, and Coach 07 for the unicorns. Conway versus Coach on the kickoff. Or not Coach, but Koala, sorry. We're going to get a beautiful kickoff. Alyssa, we'll get that follow-up. And then let's go, Oscar. That's certainly one way to start this off.
That's the way to start it off. A kickoff goal?
I mean, you can't get any more hype for the monkeys.
I mean,
for that kind of kickoff goal.
Yeah.
For that start, but that's definitely not the way you want to start up your season if you're a unicorn.
Yeah. But Koala, he keeps control of that. Let's see what happens. Coach? Oh, he was trying to follow that up, or he's trying to fake.
Ooh.
But monkeys kind of pinched that. But Conway, I think he's rotating back.
Yeah, Conway was definitely at defense, but that's a very good shot though from Coach.
Coach was like, he was like peeking. He was like, He was like waiting. He was like waiting for Conway to like mess up, you know?
Oh, he was definitely taking full advantage of Conway being in a shadow defense position. That's not a favorable place to be in, especially in Origin. You'd rather be facing that ball, and
Yeah.
real good, or did a real good job of taking advantage of the situation off of that awkward pinch play that got the ball down there. But we now have a tied ball game.
Alyssa?
Up, it's going to pass it to Conway.
Conway.
We'll send it up the field. Koala, however, send it
Koala.
back in.
He shoots it, but oh.
So close, Oscar. Almost got the dunk.
Oh. Coach. Oh. But nice 50 by, I think it was like Conway. But Conway good. Oh, he overcommitted. Conway overcommitted. He was trying to grab that 50, and he overcommitted on that one.
Yeah, he definitely went up before Alyssa could get back. To be fair, he thought he had a great 50, and he almost did. But Koala really showing why he got quick in that name, beating him before he could get there for the second goal. Things started off very well for the Monkey for that kickoff, but a minute in, and Oscar, we have the Unicorns now in the lead.
Yeah. But there is time left, you know? There's always time left to,
Oh, yeah, especially if you're only down by one.
yeah, only down by one, and, you know, oh, but Coach, but Koala gets that demoed, I think, with, Alyssa, or?
Yep.
And then Coach takes the advantage with, Conway.
Now, I don't know how familiar I know you said a little bit about some of these players. I don't know how familiar you are with Alyssa, but she is known for going for those demos. So the fact that that goal happened with her getting demoed in goal.
Yeah.
I won't say it was disrespectful, but it's a little extra, spike in that kick.
Or like juice, you know?
But we now got the Unicorns up by 2, got that safety net. But it's going to be dangerous. Alyssa unable to get the ball, trying to sneak it away. But Coach able to avoid the ball stolen.
Conway wins
it. 50.
Alyssa? Conway? Let's see. Oh. That was so unfortunate by Alyssa. So unfortunate.
Oh, that was a good little flick by Koala. Coach called them off saying, hey, look, I got some boost in me. I got a better position. I'll just toss it right in. Right now, Unicorns are really playing very well, getting some good team plays going in as well. I think it's been a huge difference.
Yeah. If Monkeys can do a little bit of team play also, then they'll be set. Cause I know Alyssa's a very like a defensive player, and Conway is a little bit like more like an offensive player, you know.
He definitely does try to get the ball moving and tries to set up his team. Whether or not he can always succeed at that, well, that's a story we all have to. That's a battle we all have to deal with at times. But he does try to get that ball moving for his team. Alyssa she is typically better with that defensive play, but now you can't count her out because when she is going on offense, that's pretty good. But another thing, talking about offense, going off is Koala from the corner, getting that ball up over one. Beautiful pass to Coach, and Coach sinking it for the.
I think that would have went in if Coach didn't even touch it. I don't know.
I'm not quite sure. It would definitely hit the goalpost, but I'm not quite sure if it was going to go in or not on the 50. Either way, it's a beautiful play, and we will take it.
Either way, Alyssa is trying to fight her way out of that corner, and Conway's playing some defense. Let's see.
On the counter. Gets it onto the goal line.
Can she score?
Barely gets the save. Able to clear it out. And Coach is able to take it to the other end.
No,
Oscar
That's
That
so
play right there, we have a free trip to Brazil in our first game.
Oh my god. That was so unfortunate, bro. Why does that always happen, bro?
Oh man, sometimes that goalpost and crossbar can be your friend, and sometimes it is your enemy. In this case, Alyssa B found the harsh
Yeah.
side of it for sure.
The hard side, yeah.
But got Conway trying to get it off his back going, misses the ball, loses the boost, can't get it, goes for the 50.
Ooh.
Alyssa able to beat out Coach, but no boost to rush it down, trying to get there. Koala able to save it.
Can Conway follow? No.
Conway didn't quite have the boost for the.
I guess we have to pack her bags.
Oh, mine were already packed, just in the off chance. I always have my bags ready for a free trip to Brazil or Barcelona. I will not argue for which one. I'll take a free trip. The ones taking us on that free trip tonight in game 1 of week 1 of stream 1 is the Unicorns taking it 7-1 against the Monkeys. Coach and Koala just absolutely popping off on offense, Oscar. And the Monkeys, they seem like they're a little bit slow to start, slow to connect. But I'm not counting them out yet, though.
Yeah, I just feel like the Monkeys just need like more passing plays and because the only goal that they got was what do you call it? The kickoff goal in the beginning. And I thought that they were gonna go from there, but no, they didn't, you know?
Momentum can be a very fickle thing, especially if you haven't fully established it. And that's one of the awkward things to a game starting off with a kickoff goal quite like that. While it was an excellent start for the Monkeys, that's not a guaranteed sign that you have momentum. That doesn't mean you have it down pat yet. And of course, definitely showed us that to be the case. You know, they came back, scrapping, got the passes, got the flicks off, which was phenomenal for getting past this Monkeys offense.
Yeah.
And they just, they did a fantastic job.
But game 2, we shall see. I'm hoping that Monkeys get a little bit more pressure. I'm hoping.
We will. I don't feel like.
Oh, what a shot by Koala!
Before we could even talk about what we can think to see from the Monkeys team, Unicorns picking back up where they left off. Koala just a nice high flyer from the kickoff, 4 seconds in. 1 second longer than the last game's first goal, mind you. So they're all par for all kickoff goals at the beginning of each game.
Oh, Koala!
I'm down for.
Oh.
Koala going for the fake.
Coach? Uh-oh.
Couldn't quite get the bump. Coach trying to shoot it in, but it does get saved away. Now Coach dodging the demo from Alyssa, beats it up over Conway, and we have ourselves the second goal from these Unicorns, 1 apiece per team.
Wait. I thought that was a double tap. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I thought it was a double tap, but it wasn't.
Not this time, but it's going to be another favorable kickoff. Alyssa unable to get there, but Conway is there. Have no boost is named to allow Coach to send it out. And boost management has definitely been an issue that I have noticed for this Monkeys team.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can coordinate that a little bit better, be a little bit more mindful, or else I'm afraid we might see more situations like this where the ball just gets away from them and they can't catch up, which will allow Koala, for example, to get this 3rd goal, his 2nd in game 2. Nice job. And one thing I'm really loving right now from this Unicorns team, Oscar, is not just the team play, but Koala's ability and just confidence to go up into the air and just go flying for that ball.
Yeah. I feel like Unicorns is putting the pressure on Monkeys, which Monkeys are like I guess like struggling with, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And what a shot by Coach, but yeah. They're putting the pressure on Monkeys to see how they do the pass plays, you know?
Oh yeah.
Or when they start doing pass plays.
Yeah, because the Unicorns are just doing a good job of just getting that ball moving, whether they keep it or end up passing to their teammate. Either way, it's doing a good job of getting around the field. I think Conway got a bump off on Koala there. That's why we just saw him losing paint. Conway beat one. However, Koala is there to throw it on target. Just a little bit wide. That goalpost does not move. And he found out the hard way. But now, listen, with no boost, trying to take it. Koala unable to get the kind of touch he was looking for, but does keep that ball moving, then rotates out. Very wise of him to play the patient game. You're in the lead, no need to go guns a-blazing and give them a free counterattack or potential counterattack. But right now, Oscar, Monkeys looking like they're trying to fight hard for this goal.
Yeah, they actually they need one at least before like game 3, you know.
Indeed. It would be very nice if they can get one off. Right now, this Unicorns team is just out guns a-blazing, bats, knives, and even duct tape with glass stuck into that bat. They're just swinging with everything they got. They want to take this first series.
Yeah.
And this would be the point in time where we'll bring out the information that Coach is actually the reserve player for the Unicorns. I'm not quite sure who he's subbing in for at this point in time. Well, actually, I do know because there's only one person he can be subbing in for, and that'd be Chrysotile. So it will be a lineup usage happening here for the Unicorns.
It's Friston, I think. Is it Friston?
No, Friston is the C-Sal with 9, and Coach is 9.5. So you can't. So with how subbing works, you can't sub in for a lower Sal starter.
Oh, okay.
So it is an A lineup being used here for this Unicorns versus the Monkeys, who has both their starters in. And this is, well, they're all 9 Sal for the Monkeys, so it's really, which you're a part of that team, I should say. So it's hard to know which one's considered an A lineup. I guess we'll just find out throughout the season how that's going to work out. But
I know.
If you were in the voice call with your teammates right now, Oscar, what would you tell them that they need to either look out for or work on?
First thing first, I would tell them just be calm. Just be calm. Just take it one goal at a time. If they get scored on, you know, you get it scored on. Just go to the next play and build that team chemistry. You know. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it definitely seems like a daunting challenge that they're facing right now with how the sport has been going, but you know, it definitely helps to remain calm and just always have faith in the comeback.
Yeah. I have faith in them.
Well, as you should. You're their teammate. No, I do too. I know we haven't seen the best or all that this Monkeys team could give us yet, so hopefully they can figure out what they need to get into rhythm and get it going. But time is quickly passing down in this game too, with 6 goals to go with just a little over a minute. It's definitely a steep task.
Yeah. And if I was in their ears, I'd just be, I'll say it again. I'll just be like, just get one, and you'll be like, because one goal will let them, like, give them their confidence back. Because you never know how people play in, like, the series, you know.
Oh yeah, and I've seen plenty of times where a team is down by 3 or 4 or 5. They get that first goal and they just keep on cascading, snowballing into a eventual tied game, even an OT win or even though just put in the regulation. So it's definitely doable. At this point in time, probably not this game too, but the series, they're not out of it yet for sure. Especially with Kame getting a great save right there, raiding the shooter coming in. Listen, now trying to dribble, gets the pass, one flick. Koala is there, however, with that rotation that I was talking about earlier, able to get there, prevent the carry away into the open net. Conway, a little bit of miscommunication with Alyssa there. Was seeing Alyssa flying, Conway unable to control it. But he does get it past one. Conway has a chance to try to pass it center if he can. Koala will pop it up though, and that ball will touch the ground, Oscar. And we have
And
game 2 going to the Unicorns.
Unicorns.
That was a very close score from both those Unicorn players. Koala,
Yeah.
my man, why can't you touch the ball like one more time or something, you nerd? God, get carried, Koala. Jeez. No, very good showing from this Unicorns team. Like I said, this is a reserve usage, but still a very good showing. Something to definitely look out for if you're the rest of these teams in Origin.
Yeah, I feel like Unicorns are just playing way too fast for Monkeys right now. Or these past 2 games, they're playing way too fast for them. That's why like Alyssa and Conway were like struggling to what do you call it? Like get back to defense, you know?
Yeah, they're being patient on defense. This Unicorns team, which is working, astoundingly well for them, because it allows them to go for counterattacks when the Monkeys either overcommit or poorly manage their boosts, where they run out and can't get back in time, allowing for that counterattack, which has happened so many times. But we do have game 3 going here.
Yeah.
Let me confirm that we do have a timeout called. So we do have the Monkeys calling a timeout. Is that how the timeouts work? And I was not ready for it because they didn't ping me where I thought they would, so I didn't see it in time. But the way the timeouts work is after the lobby starts over into a fresh set, each team has a minute before they have to join. So right now there's the Monkeys 1 timeout. It'll be the only timeout that's called unless they win this one, and then for whatever reason the Unicorns call one. But right now they got a full minute. Our streamer producer man Thor, our hero, and I think that's Greek. No, Thor is Greek if I'm not mistaken. The Greek god himself will let us know when that minute is up because I wasn't ready for it. Nordic. Nah, not Greek. Sorry, I got my mythologies. This is why I'm not a history major, even though I was at one point. This is why I'm casting here, Oscar.
Yeah. I mean, it's important to call the timeout right now because you're 2-0 down, and Unicorns are playing really, really, really fast for them, and yeah,
they're playing professional catcher here, folks. Sorry about that. They're playing at a good speed for the Unicorns to take advantage of the Monkeys, who are a slower paced team, I will say. But that can still work to your advantage, because if you can control that ball with that slower pace, you can force a faster paced team to make more errors themselves. If you play for the 50s, you win those 50s. You can take advantage of a faster paced team that way. So hopefully something like that can happen. Like I said before, Alyssa, she's known for those demos. Timeout is over, so we'll get these folks back in here. But if she can get those demos going as well, which I think it's if Alyssa can get those demos, that would definitely help Oscar, but it's kind of hard to do it when your target is zooming around the map. Especially at the speed that they're going with.
Yeah.
But game 3 is now underway. We have Conway on the kickoff. Conway will win it. Coach didn't like what he saw. Decided not to go for it. Alyssa getting a big demo, going for a second. Could not quite get it. And Conway, however, was not able to get there for the demo play to be effective, which is extremely unfortunate because one of the best looks we've seen for the Monkey team actually so far this series. And it came off that demo I was telling you about.
Yeah, the Monkeys are pressuring the Unicorns right now. Oh, what a shot by I think it was Coach. But Conway. Let's see. Alyssa. Or not. Oh yeah, Alyssa. Conway back on defense.
And they get a good 50 going out that way too. Koala misses the ball, allowing Alyssa try to get it 1v1, but Coach will get a dunk off the top of her car to send it into the other corner. Now Koala will try to take him to the air, but it's turned into a pass. Conway completely unaware of Coach as he is watching Koala flop it into the air like a fish out of the water. But it's a good diversion for his teammate, able to slip that in. And one thing I want to talk about, Oscar, this is the first non-kickoff goal we've had to start off the game. That's a lot longer than 3 and 4 seconds.
That is true.
Monkeys possibly playing up better, playing to better speed, holding them off better. That's what I'm liking.
Better speed.
Better challenges too. That's one thing I really want to give them the credit for. But that's been a good shot. Can't quite go in. Double commit there. However, it's going to leave the net open. Alyssa able to get back just in time to prevent the goal from Koala, but that ball is still just flying in front of the net. Unable to control it. However, Coach will get the not quite a dunk, but we'll get the ball off of the car from Alyssa and just throw that in there, and we have Unicorns up by 2.
That's unfortunate.
Extremely unfortunate, Oscar, but your team is playing good right now. It's just it's hard to really criticize the efforts they're putting into this game 3. It's
I'm liking what they're doing. I'm liking what they're doing.
Uh-oh.
Is that one? Oh, it's not one. But rotate back.
I really like what Conway did there, Oscar. Except when he didn't use his boost. If he used his boost, he could have potentially got the 50 from the net. I don't know if he forgot he had it or didn't know he had that much boost left, but it's unfortunate. But now the ball is on the other end, and we have Coach scoring off of pass from Koala.
Yeah. Oh.
Coach's hat trick, by the way.
Yeah. Because the first pass and then yeah. But the monkeys are pressuring the unicorns way better this game, this match.
Absolutely. We get some really good challenges on there, which has really been a big benefit. It's been a great save by Conway, but unfortunately the ball does not go far enough out. Koala able to slip it in there to get his first in this game 3, and as well as the monkeys are playing, Oscar is starting to slip away from them.
I know.
I'm starting to get a little bit nervous.
Yeah, but 2 minutes and 10, anything can happen in Rocket League, as people say.
Very true, my friend. Very true. Oh, that's a great shot from Conway. Hit crossbar down. Alyssa, however, gets the shot. It gets fitted out by the net. And the monkeys, the 2 fantastic shots, just cannot get it past the net. The best defender in the game. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
That was heartbreaking. I thought Conway had that goal, but unfortunate. Ooh, they double committed, which is bad.
They did turn to a good save. However, that double commit might cost them if Koala could have got it on target. However, unable to get it on target twice in a row was Koala, and now the monkeys boys in the position to try to get the counterattack going. Conway without any boost, however, couldn't get it. But Alyssa with a great dunk will get that ball in front of the net. Koala, however, taking out Conway. And now that's going to leave it to another counterattack for the Unicorns.
Oh, what a save. Oh, the shot. Oh, 55 seconds. 55 seconds for 3 goals. Anything can happen, bro.
Oh, it's definitely doable, especially with Alyssa beating out that beating out that rotation to get the counterattack long shot. There's that one we were talking about last game that they were unable to get. Now only down by 3 with just under a minute. There's plenty of time for them to get it back in rhythm, get that ball moving, to garner some momentum. That said, this is a dangerous situation for them to be in, and Coach will get it past both of them in the air and sink that ball.
That was a nice shot. That was a nice shot by Coach.
It was. Alyssa getting caught a little too far out from that net, rotated a little too quickly.
Yeah.
Just extremely unfortunate. Uh-oh. That just ended. It is Koala now
I
with
thought
his
that-
technical.
I thought that hit the crossbar at first, and then it just went down.
It was definitely hard to see from our angle initially, but that ball does go flying in, and we have our second opportunity. Well, technically a third opportunity, but our chance to get our second trip to Brazil. Will we get there? Only time will tell.
Yeah.
We will get there. Koala getting his hat
Koala.
trick now.
Koala with the, I think, not a double. Oh, a great pass by Coach. Or no, that was the double. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all Koala. He passed it to himself, that selfish guy.
No, I thought he passed, or I thought Coach passed into him, and then Koala just came. Let's see. Oh, nice. Koala?
Missed some Koala.
He missed
look.
it.
Oh no. Conway almost able to
Conway.
take another one, but couldn't quite. Alyssa unable to get the follow-up. This ball is now floating. Conway up in the air for the 50. That does not touch, but I do think
still-
he will go to Brazil for a second time and nowhere else. And
I think
that
it's the third time.
no. Well, if Monkeys had scored last game, I think it was 7-0. If they scored, it would have been the third time, which is almost crazy in itself. But that is that's the series.
Oh man, it hurts. It hurts to see. But you know,
Indeed, we'll see if we can't get this unicorn team in here for an interview. But man, that's hard to watch for the Monkeys. This unicorns team came out swinging, like I said, as if they were from The Walking Dead, just swinging a bat, tire iron, samurai sword, anything, just cutting,
Yeah.
slicing, dicing, bashing and smashing their way, and they got themselves a brutally strong sweep just to start us off.
yeah. Mm,
I haven't seen anything yet from this unicorn team. I don't know if we will get. Oh wait, I say that and I speak them into existence. We have Coach. I don't see Koala, however, and I will get on him for that if he doesn't join in here. But Coach, how's it feel to be the first team on stream, the first sweep of the season, and to take us to Brazil twice? How's it feel?
It's good to start off that way. I think it really shows that what our team is capable of, and Koala's an awesome teammate. So we played well, and I think we meshed well, and I think the rest of our roster will be able to do those as well, and we'll be able to have a strong season.
And especially after this debut here, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how your season progresses. And I gotta ask though, man. I really got to ask, why reserve use on the first week? If you can't tell me, or that's fine. But
Why? Like I'm reserved.
yeah, cause you subbed in for not Fritz and Chrysler, right? Chrysler Tile.
I believe so. Yeah. So I scheduling and stuff. It's just more so. It's just trying to be available. That safety net just in case, and just being ready when my name is called. So.
I have a question. How did you feel going into it?
It's week one, so you're trying to just kind of just get yourself geared up for the season. So it's like you just saw, like, okay, the team we're playing. It's it's week one for us. It's week one for them. So you're really just trying to make sure that get any butterflies out or anything of that nature, and just trying to play well. And I think really that first game really set the tone. Once we got that first game under us, and we were just kind of just cruising after that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, man, I don't know if there's too much to say. I mean, it's just a fantastic job by you and
Yeah.
Koala there. It's just the amount of. I guess I do got one more question for you, right quick. It's just how much
Yes.
practice have y'all had together? How much time have y'all spent in calls or in houses playing running twos together? Because y'all were in rhythm, my guy.
You know, actually, literally 30 minutes before the match. That was it. It was, it's been a little up and down trying to get scheduling down, but we were able to get that at least, and it was very fortunate that we were able to click right away. As far as like trying to figure out how to play with each other and figure things out, and then we the opponent we played tonight and trying to implement that game plan going into the match, and it worked very well. And hopefully it's something that, along with some other things we can implement this season to try to, continue our build off of the success that we were able to gain tonight.
Yeah.
Well, farewell indeed, I would say. Oscar, did you have any more questions, my friend?
One last question. How did you feel about their pressure in game 3? Because they put a little bit more pressure on you guys. Because the first 2 games,
Right.
it was quick kickoff goals, as Galloway said.
Yeah, and I think one is especially with an opponent, especially when you have them down, you don't want to try to give them any opportunity of hope or life. And that first minute of game 3, they really came out different. You could tell that timeout kind of they made their adjustments, and it played to their favor for a little bit. Thankfully we were able to adjust to what they was able to throw at us, and we were able to get back into rhythm. But shout out to them, for the series. And they like that first minute really, they implemented something that I know for them they'll probably try to use stuff like that for their season as well. So, but for us, I think that first monkey wrench, in so to speak, being thrown at us, and we're able to deal with that pretty well. So, and I know throughout the season we'll get numerous things thrown at us, and being able to adjust on the fly is very important. And we were able to prove that we can do that tonight.
I swear, Oscar, this guy can do it all. He can take us to Brazil, not once but twice, and throw in a pun with a monkey wrench. I can't sign this guy to my own team, but I can sign him to my heart, and I'm doing it right now. Oh, my friend, I appreciate you joining in. I've already gotten Koala's commitment to join us next time, so you hold the daggers for me, and I'll just threaten him. So next time he's in here joining you. But that will be it for the 8 o'clock hour. Hats off to the Unicorns. First sweep of the season going to the Origin League. Unicorns, Mari, I know you're proud of your team there. But don't go away in 14 minutes now. We have ourselves a Adept League. We have the Dragons versus the Eagles. So for the 8 o'clock hour, for Oscar and myself, thank you for joining us, and see you here shortly.
Thank you.
Go on, myself. I'm cold steel stainless. My glass half full. Always said don't suffer no fools. Serpents, daydream. I bite, you call me lovely. Got a sweet tooth. I'm gonna get the sugar from you. When they say I'm a machine gun, I take it as a compliment. Honey, you should know I can be a weapon. I can be a weapon. Come to cold blood, selfish. Your words are painless. I like when I drive and it feels so dangerous. They say I'm a red flag 'cause they want it so bad. You should know I'm holding on to what I had. When they say I'm a machine gun, I take it as a compliment. Honey, you should know I can be a weapon. I can be a weapon. Close eyes and body see through. Time flies when I'm with you. Looming below the sun, holding me like a gun. Sweat and rain, falling a tree. Rest can wait, eternity. Follow me through the clouds. They're never coming down. Under the moon, day and night, journey with you. Out of far out, we're never coming down, If we're getting closer, if we're getting closer, if we're getting closer, if we're getting closer. out, form a bigger crowd. Don't let the lights go out. Don't be a means to someone's end. It's all just beginning. Why can't we extend an invitation to every end? All hands can clap, all hearts are beating equally. The pulse of the air we're breathing. We can believe one more anything. We can believe in all of this. So breathing underwater. Can't let you go now. Making it so hard. You got to know now. Ooh, taking it too far. Nothing to hold now. I'm falling apart. Out in the cold now. Breathing underwater. Breathing underwater now. I can't let go. Underwater.
Welcome back, FDL, to the second hour of the first stream of season 1. We have myself returning back, but this time I have Newcastle with me, the one, the only, the ever so lovely Conway. What's up, brother?
How's it going? I'm excited to be here. Playing on stream first, coming in and casting the second match. I'm excited for this Adept League matchup here. We had another substitution here, so should be interesting. But it is A lineup versus A lineup, and we get to see our friend Southpaw.
Indeed, like I said, it's a very interesting match because we do have a reserve being used, but it is still an A versus A. And like I said, it's the Southpaw, who's a dear friend to everybody in the league, just about. This old guy's been around for a while, and he's a dear friend of mine, so I got every right to just pick on him if I want to, and I'm going to. Especially since he's playing my team, as I am the GM, so it'll be a little bit biased, just a little bit. My shirt will say most of my bias. I wear the shirt so it could be biased for me without me saying anything.
Hey, there you go. Hey, I'm Team Old Guy, so.
I am too. Wait a second. That means I'm rooting for Southpaw. Dang it. Well, I'll root for you, but I want my team to win, but that's just my bias coming out. But Conway, my friend, are you ready to get these boys and gals in there?
Yeah, let's get it going. I'm so excited to cast. So excited to get on stream here and not to suck.
Heck yeah, man. Well, hopefully we don't have a sweep this time around. Well, I wouldn't mind if it goes one way, of course, but hopefully we get some good action going on. We have a Scarab on the field. I want to point that out. Scarab is one of the best cards, unironically, if you ask me. And also, when there's two balls in the field, it makes them hard for one team to figure out which one they want to go for.
My buddy plays a Scarab, and I've noticed that sometimes he gets better touches with that than a Dominus or an Octane, so I think I'd have to agree with you. It might be pretty good. Maybe I'll break that one out this week and give it a shot, but looks like the ball going towards the Dragon's net there for the Eagles on their goal line. I believe that's Daijibu? And Chris is going to... Yeah, Daijibu, and Chris is going to take that one in first for the Eagles. No own goals here. They're going to open up scoring. 1-0, 4:29 into this matchup.
There's still plenty of time left for the own goals. As we know, this Eagles team is famous for, so we will see. But the first goal does go to the Eagles within that 31 seconds, rather. My team trying to figure it out here. Dajabu's going to take it now to the midfield, going to try to get the dribble, gets the pass one. Can't get the flick on it, though. And that's a very good look, just very unfortunate that he could not get the pop he was looking for. Now the Eagles trying to counter it, but Jose getting it around both of them. That Scarab power is going. He's going for the 50. He gets it in. Chris unable to get back just in time, and we have ourselves a tied ball game, Conway.
Tied ball game, and yeah, that ball's just going to get moved down the field. Dirty Jose with a good shot there. Chris can't stop it. It's going to pop right in. The unstoppable power of the Scarab, and I'm being told it is Daijobu is how we pronounce that. So we will not get that wrong anymore. This one carried by the Eagles again. Dirty Jose is up for it with the Scarab, not able to finish that one off. Daijibu plays it in the corner, but Southpaw is going to send it the other way for the Eagles. This ball staying in the Eagles side of the zone. Chris has it. Daijibu is going to play that one right there in the corner, bounce it down towards the other way, gets it around one. Can't get it around Chris. This ball once again kept in by Dirty Jose, though. That one's going to pop in towards the Eagles net and not able to get going for a pass there, not able to get it to his teammate who gets bumped. That ball flies right back towards the Eagles end. Southpaw is up for it, but that ball rolls right back towards the Eagles, and there's nobody in net. And Jose's going to put that one away, and the Eagles are going to take, Dragons are going to take a 2-1 lead. 3:22 in, and good play there. I was a little worried they were going to miss an open net, but they sure did not.
Look, I'll taught my team many of things, but open nets and how to shoot them is not one of them. I want my sons to surpass me, Conway, and hopefully this team will show me or prove me right. But we got Chris going for the flick. Can't quite get it. It's very close, though. Now Dirty Jose with no boost to his name tries to 50. Southpaw unable to do so. Southpaw getting the boost and the pass. However, Dajabu will send it out. Jose still no boost to his name. Almost at the 50. That pitch will keep it interesting. He misses the second touch, which would have been very crucial because Southpaw is flying in for the read and will get it in. This old guy still has plenty of tricks up his sleeve, Conway.
Yeah, it looked like the Eagles or the Dragons there just ran out of boost. Eagles able to capitalize on it. Nobody was able to get up for that one, and Southpaw dunking that one in exactly as you said. Here's the kickoff in the midfield. Eagles are going to push it over to the Dragons side, but Daijibu's going to carry that one in, and Dragons answer quickly. Good carry there in the air. Nobody able to get back for it. Looked like they were both a little far forward on that kickoff, but not expecting the aerial, and a good carry off the top crossbar.
An absolutely beautiful carry from Daijibu. Now Dragons regaining the lead. Just under the 3-minute marker. Jose is going for the 50. Can't quite get it. Goes for a second. Misses the read on it. Daijibu's the last one back, but will get the save and the clear to the corner. Southpaw passing it back mid. Jose getting the beat. Daijibu is mid. Can he get control over it in time? He can. Maybe I did teach him how to shoot open nets. Maybe I lied earlier. I don't know. It might just be the Galloway effect. It just leaves for a good time indeed. Always entertaining. But Chris now clearing it out into open backfield. Jose trying to get back, get some boost. That ball will go just a little bit over in Conway. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from both of these teams. The pressure from both of them is good. Both of them getting aggressive when they need to. Get some good looks, good passing plays here and there. As I say, there's a passing play that didn't quite connect, but oh, great save by Southpaw.
Yeah, Southpaw digs that one in off the goal line, and yeah, you're right about the pressure. Been pretty equal, and I think that the Dragons have been able to capitalize a little bit more on the Eagles opening things up. And right there, Daijibu's going to put that one in and just take advantage of yet another mistake there by the Eagles. Southpaw getting bumped, everybody in the corner, ball headed towards the net, no defender able to get back to it. Still 2 minutes left in this game. Good pressure by both teams, like we said, and it'll be interesting to see how they answer back here, but this one's going to go right back over towards the Eagles side. Chris misses that ball. It's up, it's going to float. And what a shot by Daijibu, who's going to get the hat trick there. 5-2, 142 left. Eagles need to find some, flap their wings and find some momentum quickly, because the Dragons right now are roasting them.
Indeed, the Dragons are trying to have themselves some seared duck, and the Eagles are trying to remind them that they're not ducks, but this team ain't listening, especially the bench. A bench play in the midfield. Daijibu getting the credit, but Dirty Jose doing half of the work there to make this happen. What a play off the hood of Daijibu. What a dunk. That was a resounding 78 miles per hour to give the 4-goal lead, and this Dragon team is finally starting to warm up, it seems.
Yeah, it certainly does. That one, another one on the goal line. Both of the defenders crossing across there, pushing that one up, trying to get it over. It's going to pop into the Dragon side of the field. Southpaw is going to try to answer it back. Chris had an opportunity there to put one on net, not able to get it there. Daijibu's going to carry this one down. Southpaw with the challenge. Off the sidebar, off the crossbar. Southpaw clears that one out again, and I got to say, for Adept League, this is really looking more like a star or an elite match here with all the air touches that we are seeing. But Daijibu just going to answer that one again, and that is 5 goals and 5 unanswered here for the Dragons over these Eagles.
Indeed, it's just been some fantastic pressure happening here. Daijibu gets some good control. Jose put up some good pressure to get the 50s where needed to stymie the offense of this Eagles team. Speaking of which, he stymies the offense of the kickoff there. Get into a dead 50, gets into a touch where Daijibu now has all the time in the world to take it how he wants to, but it will get dunked off by Southpaw. Southpaw trying to beat Dirty Jose, can't get it around him from the open net. Demo on Southpaw now by Daijibu. Will leave it into a 2v1 where Chris was trying to get something happening, but he was really counting on the passing play. Turns out he had no boost and no teammate. Jose now going off that backboard. We'll get a pass off the Daijibu. Jose bumping Southpaw to the shore. He cannot get back. Another beautiful team play from this Dragons team. And I believe that's what, the 6th goal for Daijibu? It is. Man, it is a knock on the doorstep of 1,000-point Mile High Club.
Yeah, double Hattie here, just answering everything. And poor Southpaw getting demoed there, and then a bump out of the way. You'd think that Alyssa was on the field here with the way that the demos are flying out, but this one getting popped around. Chris can't get back to it. Daijibu's going to keep that one in on the other side for the Eagles. Jose's going to get demoed by Chris. Chris trying to get back to this ball. 7 seconds left. Maybe trying to take one for the road here. Get one back on the board. Not to try to break up this scoring party here by the Dragons. Not going to get it. Daijibu's going to carry this one on the wall. It's going to drop in Dragons. Take game 1.
Game 1 indeed. Jose getting a save at the end. Conway to save our free trip to Barcelona. In the first hour of tonight, we've gone to Brazil twice. Now we've gone to Barcelona. It has been a trip, or a night full of trips. I didn't pack any toilet paper. Thank God Jose has some on the end of his scarab there for us. Dajabu able to get 1,000 points and 4 extras to go. This was a fantastic pressure game put on by the Dragons. Jose doing a fantastic job there on defense, and even to stop the counterattacks, often to allow his teammate to get into position to score. Eagles did not look bad at all in the first 2 minutes there, but pressure slowly started snowballing away from them. I'll be very interested to see how they adapt here, Conway, into this game too, because something's going to have to change.
Yeah, and the shot differential really tells the story. 13 shots for the Dragons versus 7 for the Eagles, and I think they spent a lot more time on defense, the Eagles did. And you can see that in the saves there. Southpaw with 3, Chris with 1, and then Dragons really only had to save 2 shots, which means that the other 3 were not really on net. So if you're the Eagles, cleaning that up is going to make a big difference, and you have to keep the ball away from Daijibu here. We'll see who takes this kickoff. Looks like it is going to be Chris and Daijibu on the kick there. This one's going to roll forward. Chris misses the ball. Jose's going to get the touch. Southpaw has to play it in the corner. Carries it. Tries to get a flick around. Chris breaking out the demos early on Daijibu. Chris is going to have to fight for that one. Good 50. Keeps Jose away from the net. That one's going to roll into the corner, but Daijibu is there like the shark noise from Jaws, and Daijibu is going to slam that one in. And as he was creeping up with the ball, all I heard was da-dum, da-dum, da-dum.
And before I could even get into it, I was going to say we might see the Eagles try to get more aggressive, going for that Elizabeth B style play or just eliminating the player on the field. We saw that with Southpaw chasing Jose into the corner, but he ended up putting himself into the corner with no boost to get back with, which meant Chris had to come back at full speed, which left him susceptible to that back corner shot by Dajabu. It's just Dragons right now doing everything right. Eagles are still trying to retaliate, which I'm not counting them out yet by no means. However, Dajabu gets around Chris. Can't get it towards the net though, and Southpaw will clear it out. Jose sending the back mid. Dajabu's going to turn for it. Southpaw trying to cut in, preventing the shot at the very least, and that's going to be another pass. I gotta say, Chris is probably low on boost, but he would have gone for that center, and turns out he was. Now the Eagles going for the counterattack and Conway. I'm not quite sure how they. I'm not quite sure what they do for offense when a lot really has not worked very well.
Well, the first step is going to be keeping it clear of their zone, and they haven't been able to do that as well as I think they've hoped. Every time Southpaw or Chris gets a touch, there's a Dragon right there, but this one's going to be a long shot, long clear. Southpaw trying to clear the net, not able to get it. That one's going to stay in the Dragon zone, though. Chris is up, drops that ball down, and Daijibu just there. Daijibu's been everywhere on this field all day. Southpaw battling in the corner for the ball, going to try to get it away. Daijibu had to back up, running low on boost. Jose's going to carry this one down, but Chris gets a good wall pinch. That one's going to float. Little 50 there in the middle. Chris and Daijibu kill that ball, but Jose is there, and the teamwork has been pretty much excellent. Oh. And Jose's going to take that one, but there was a really, really good opportunity for a save there, and that pesky side post just getting in the way.
And the Scarab, I'm telling you, it's very OP. It allows him to 50 the side post and a defender. The Scarab's just too strong. Also, and it's got the Honk guarantee approval seal. But Dajabu now going for the 50. Chris will win it. Southpaw is going for it, but Jose is able to good touch. But it's an awkward 50 as it does go straight towards the net. Southpaw is there to slam it home. And we have the Eagles' first goal 2 minutes and 2 seconds into this match to cut it back within 1. And I do think what would really help out a lot on the offense for the Eagles is keeping it closer to them, play for the 50s, get that control. But stuff like that right there, that certainly helps too, getting a good 50.
Yeah, those long clears, long passes are not helping them with the way that the Dragons can just kind of control the field. And really, I think Southpaw would have had an opportunity to score that a couple of seconds earlier. He was doing what he needed to do to get there, but that one's going to stay on the goal line. Chris going to have to make a maneuver there. Unfortunately, passes it right to Daijibu. But Southpaw's up. Going to get a good bump. It's towards the net, but I don't think it's going to beat anybody. Just not enough mustard on that ball. But Chris pops that towards the net just a little wide. Daijibu's going to have to chase that one to the corner. Southpaw keeping it in. Jose's going to clear it down the other way, but Chris is there. Chris trying to play maybe a little bit of a fake. And Southpaw is going to tie this one up, and that was a good move there by the Eagles.
Indeed, not quite sure if that was a fake or not. I don't think it was, but it acted as one, allowing Southpaw to get a free reign with no challenge on it. Just a beautiful up and over and into that net, not hitting that corner post, or not, sorry, the crossbar rather, allowing them to tie it back up kind of way at the 2 or just over the 2-minute marker. This is turning out to one heck of a game too, and what we were looking for. But as I'm talking about how beautiful a tie the game is, Daijibu sending it out of that corner. Jose just there to slam it home to regain the lead.
Yeah, Southpaw was there, but maybe a little too fast getting there for defense, and that one just kind of pops in. The Dragons have had an answer for pretty much everything the Eagles have been able to do, but the Eagles are playing it a lot closer this time. Chris is going to get that one on the kickoff. Going to have to chase that up in the corner, but Jose's going to beat him there in that scarab. Southpaw playing up a little bit too far. Both of the Dragons are back, and they are going to get that one. And that's the danger of playing up there way too aggressively. They were trying to get up there and make something happen, and unfortunately, both of the Dragons just happen to get behind them with the ball. And it's going to lead to a lot of open net opportunities like that. And ask me how I know.
I will refrain from doing so because I had a comment on how you know. But, you know, it looked like Southpaw was pre-jumping for the pass because he thought his teammate was going to go for it. And he did. But Chris just didn't know that Jose was going, I can say ball to the wall because he's in the scarab. I can say this. But Southpaw going for a good demo play. Didn't quite pan out. That ball will go flying towards the other end. Southpaw, however, the lone man back does get the touch. We'll get another 50 here to get the save. This man doing a lot of defensive work for this Eagles team to try to keep them competitive in this game too. With a great pass like that, it's going to get it around Daijibu in the air. Chris now chasing down with no boost. We're going to allow Jose, however, to pop it up. Southpaw is going to come in, decides to back off, be patient. Jose, not knowing where he was at, tries to flick it away from him. Daijibu does get the save and sends it away to the corner. Now grabbing some boost to get the dribble going. Southpaw able to get a touch on it just in time. That's over the net. That's going to be awkward for Jose, but nobody's there to punish it or challenge it. And Conway, the Eagles, I feel like, are getting opportunities to take advantage of. Not a lot, because the Dragons are doing a good job at closing those gaps up. But whenever they are there, the Eagles, they go for it half the time, and half the time they don't.
Yeah, I gotta wonder how much Southpaw being a sub is gonna affect the communication there. And I don't know how much they've played together or warmed up together, but we all know if you don't practice together, you don't work on those comms, stuff like that is gonna happen. And Southpaw just barely got past that one, but you know, like you said, you didn't know that Jose was there, or he didn't necessarily pre-jumped a ball. Those are the kind of things that I think you can work out with your teammate, and that's one of the things that I definitely make sure to let my teams know of, like, hey, there's a person there, or he's going for the ball, or he's up, or things like that can go a long way. But Eagles, once again, I don't want to say walking away with this one, but it does look to be over.
Dragons?
And yeah, sorry about that, Dragons. Look, my colors are all messed up. I'm just kidding. 6 seconds left. I don't think that the Eagles are going to be able to get anything. Maybe try to take one for the road, but that one's just going to roll down, and Dragons are going to take a 2-0 lead here. Not as many goals this time. Definitely better defensive play from the Eagles, like we were talking about, and they even had 2 more shots than the Dragons, but not able to get them on net. I mean, Eagles had 9 shots, and the Dragons had 6 saves, so there was maybe one there that should have snuck in and didn't, but Dragons scored on 5 of their 7 shots, and the other 2 were saved by Southpaw. So got to try to get a little bit better on the shooting and make sure that maybe you're shooting on the net versus, around it. But got to try to get Jose and Daijibu out of the net for sure, because they're just making saves everywhere and they're playing out of their mind.
Absolutely, and the pressure that the Eagles ramped up was definitely a big help. It did a lot of good work there, Conway, and made the Dragons have to play a lot more defense, which is huge. But they were just rotating extremely well, getting back Dajabu, getting those 4 saves, really crucial. The scarab man himself, Jose, getting to his name. It's just, I believe that the aggression will truly be to their benefit. I don't know if you can quite outspeed this Dragons team. You're about, if anything, equal in speed. So maybe either play it slower with that control. We were talking about getting those 50s, or just eliminate a player off the field. That's always a viable strategy. We'll have to see, because Game 3 is underway, and the Dragons are already ripping and roaring, getting a goal to their name, a pass and a goal, or an assist and a goal, rather. Both these players just off. Well, that's 100 miles per hour. I was wondering how I got that speed, but it's off of the Southpaw's back end. Not an own goal, Southpaw, so you're safe. Your Eagles franchise is still safe. But that is going to be the first goal going to the Dragons. And the second goal going to the Dragons, too. Dajabu quickly getting the goal with an assist going to Jose as well off of another kickoff. And just because I happen to notice it and I still have to might get wrecked, Conway, thank you for the raid, Ice Cold Brew, a fellow caster of mine in a different league. Love you, brother, and welcome to FDL.
No worries. That was a good move there. And I got to say, I think the thing that stood out to me last game was that they made the Dragons play a bit more defense, but it didn't matter. 7 saves on those shots was absolutely incredible. I don't know how they're going to get around them, but certainly they have the opportunity to. We know Southpaw can play well. Chris has not played bad at all. Really, they just ran into the unstoppable force called Daijibu here, but that's going to be a good shot on goal by Chris, and they're going to open that one up, and that, I'm not sure if that was a pass play or what. Looked like Daijibu was there, dropped it down. Southpaw was certainly in the vicinity, but that one's going to get popped right in by Chris, and Eagles showing some wing beats here.
Indeed, the Eagles definitely not out of this yet. Still haven't gotten to a minute, and they've already brought it back down. But one, Jose putting the pressure on, though, could not get it past Southpaw, who is almost as effective as the net itself. But as I say it into existence, the net gets a save here. They almost got another pinch play in the midfield. However, Southpaw will collect this ball, try to throw it towards the net, but can't quite. Jose trying to chase it down, but no boost. Going to allow Chris to throw it in the corner. Now, Dajabu recognizing Southpaw's backing off. Going to play it slow, play it for that 50. Chris, however, is up for it. It's going to be on target. It's going to be a double commit, but it will be a save. Southpaw all the way back. Jose has time to do what he wants to with this ball and get a good 50. That ball will start floating to mid. Chris is up for it. It's going to be an awkward touch. Cannot get a second. Dajabu will send that towards the net. Southpaw to the corner and Conway. I am really liking what I'm seeing from this Eagles team, but I'm also liking what I'm seeing from this Dragons team.
Yeah, they've been able to make all sorts of moves. Chris being able to get up for that ball was a good kind of idea there, but obviously it didn't lead to anything. He just kind of took himself out of the play, but he's going to get a good save there. Jose keeping the pressure on. Southpaw going left, right, left, trying to make some moves around the field to do something. Southpaw's going to drill that one in, but Jose is there. Chris follows it back up, gets a good pop, stays in the Dragons' side, but both the Dragons are going to turn on this. Southpaw gets it. It's going to go in front of the net, but not able to clear Daijibu out, and that's going to be a long clear. Good little pinch there. Camera flipped around. I wasn't sure if it was going to be on net or not. It was not. Eagles are on the offensive, but they missed that ball. Jose's going to take control of this one, pop it towards the net. Chris is lurking in net, going to leave it. Finally comes out the challenge. Good patience there. Daijibu's there. Going to try to go for the touch. That one is up and out, pushing for that ball. Southpaw's there too. Good 50. It's going to bounce. Are they going to be able to get a shot off? They are not. Eagles are going to turn on this. Looked like Chris was there trying to mess up Daijibu, and it works. Southpaw is going to get the score. Chris with an excellent team play there, and the Eagles are going to tie it up 2-2 with 2:12 left, and just a good heads-up play there by Chris.
Absolutely. The communication is failing a little bit here in this Dragons end. You can see with the double commits, with people going for the ball whenever the other one has the angle. And one thing we can say about this Eagles team is they're not miscommunicating at all. They're in good sync with each other. That's what's bringing them back into this game. Not only that, but the aggression. Chris getting that huge demo, and now the good patience there will pop it up. Chris trying to win it, does get it past one, but Jose able to send it back. Southpaw, however, will send it to the corner. Dajabu missing. Jose is going to pop it back to the corner. Dajabu is there. Southpaw is going to elect to be patient here. Good patience by Southpaw. Almost getting the dunk, but that ball, that beautiful ball formed by Jose, is able to keep it away from the net. And that was almost a long clear there. Chris missing the ball. Jose getting it up over Southpaw, and that gets around Chris. And we have the Dragons retaking the lead. And a cheeky little pass off that backboard, and Jose just throwing it. And that beautiful soft touch that those big steering wheels will give you. Dragons, 125, up by 1.
Yeah, Chris is going to want that touch back, but that's okay. They have time here to answer. They've had opportunities. Southpaw was putting that shot on, and like you said, the Scarab body just doing the work there for the defense. Southpaw is going to push this up. Dajabu is going to turn that one away, but Chris is there to answer. Pops it up a little far on the net. Southpaw trying to get something happen. Dajabu is going to have to push this one, and does, towards the corner. Pushing towards mid. Tries to get it aerial touch. Not able to get it there. Jose's going to follow. Southpaw gets turned around in the corner. Chris is going to have to push on this, and does. Gets a pop. But Dajabu's there. Going to pop it right back to the Eagle side. Chris rotating to goal. Jose tries to put it on. Not the angle he was looking for. Dajabu's going to try a little self-pass off the wall and almost gets it. Just a little high on that shot. Chris gets it around Jose. Going to pop it. Try to get into Dajabu's face there. Not able to get it. 30 seconds left. Eagles getting some opportunities, but not able to capitalize just yet. And the Dragons are really kind of leaving it open, but their midfield play has definitely set the tone here. Chris is going to turn on this in the corner. Going to get it around Dajabu. Jose's got to go back and chase that one. Chris giving chase into the corner. Ball is up. That ball towards the net. Dajabu misses the touch, but Jose's going to be there for the clear. Pops right out and around, and it's up. That one's going to float. Dajabu's going to try to get another one, and the Dragons are going to take this game 3-2. Every game got closer, but the poor Eagles just running out of time there.
Welcome back, FDL. We had a little bit of a technical issue. I don't want to throw any fingers, but I will point some feathers at Thor. Not just kidding. You're doing fine, brother. Appreciate you getting us back up. But we are back. We have both Dragons players from that match, Dajabu and Mr. Dirty Jose himself, the Scarab user. How are you guys doing after that win?
I'm feeling pretty good, you know? It felt good, you know? It was a awesome win.
I can't
I
say
think-
much.
No, don't get too excited now. Calm down, jeez.
No, you know, I was a little nervous because it was my first game, you know, in the FDL, but wanted to try to show out with my boy Dajabu. He did a very good job setting me up, you know, and I feel like we did have really good team chemistry, you know? Things were really kind of meshing well for us for most of that series.
Oh yeah, y'all looked very good together. Y'all get some good team plays going. The pressure y'all put up together was fantastic. The stoppage, the goals, the assists y'all making was fantastic. I guess my first question is, you know, obviously it's tightened up a lot towards the end of the series. What was it? I know what I think happened, but I want to know from what y'all saw, what y'all thought they changed up and what y'all communicated or, you know, did to counter it.
I don't know if we did anything to counter it really. I think we just got a couple of shots off towards the end that really just put us it was like a 1-goal difference at the end anyway. But they definitely played a lot more demo heavy in the third game. Second game was I guess like a warm up for them for the demos. But yeah, third game it's like I think we played a little passively and they just kind of capitalized on getting a couple demos off on the last man. So it's all good. We got the dub at the end.
Very
Yeah,
true.
Hey, give me as your GM. I'm extremely happy about that. But Conway, I'll let you go on before I get too biased here.
So game two, they were really throwing shots on you. You guys saved pretty much everything. Were you feeling the heat there? We saw them getting the pressure, but you fought it off pretty well.
I feel like between me and him, we were really alternating on the defense a lot, very well in that second game. We really were like you guys said, we were trying our best to save pretty much everything. You know, we didn't want them to score more than the 2 points in that first and second game. But yeah, I feel like we both we were like alternating, you know, and our comms were like point on point. Very, I will say that very much throughout the series.
I'm just gonna add. I believe Dirty Jose did most of the defending in those games. I think I only got like one or two like crazy saves that I'd even consider clipping personally. But like again, most of the defense was all him. I just try to play off that.
Hey, you know, sometimes it don't take those crazy saves, but what you can do in those corners or in the midfield that makes all the difference just as well. So don't sell yourself short, my friend. Y'all both played a fantastic back and forth, as well as a good rotational game, like Jose just said.
Yeah, I definitely agree. The whole thing, it was a really well played series, you know. And shout out to the Eagles, but you know, GG, it was a very good game, well played.
Indeed, Salvo is a huge fan of this stream and and of just my heart, good guy in general. But Conway, you got any more questions, my friend?
No, that's it. Congratulations, Dragons. You guys played phenomenal and kept it really. Your defense, like I said, I was just astounded. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, and I only got one question left. Is there anybody y'all want to shout out here for? I don't know, like your franchise leader? Not good job, guys. I'm proud of y'all. GG's tonight.
GG, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
All
thanks for having us. Shout out to Fallen, our dragon. I know he's watching from home, and this one goes out to him.
Heck yeah, brother, and take that, Captain Blade. Screw you. No, I'm just kidding. Well, GG's to the Dragons, getting our second sweep of the night. But don't go anywhere yet, folks. In 20 minutes, we do have another matchup for y'all. This time going up again in leagues to expert. We're going to have the Hammerheads versus the Rams. I will not be here, nor will Conway. So you have two fresh casters. You should stick around to see who they will be. I think it'll be a fun time, especially with one of them being a fan favorite. So come back. 20 minutes. Don't go nowhere.
power, infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, power. Infinite power. Eyes and body see through. Time flies when I'm with you. Looming below the sun, holding me like a gun. Sweat and rain, fall in a dream. Rest can wait, eternity. Follow me through the clouds. We're never coming down. Under the moon, day and night, journey with you. Out of body, far out. We're never coming down, down. Thought another goal is all we needed. Take I'm cold steel stainless. My glass half full. Always said don't suffer no fools. Serpents daydream. I bite, you call me lovely. Got a sweet tooth. Gonna get the sugar from you. When they say I'm a machine gun, I take it as a compliment. Honey, you should know I can be a weapon. I can be a weapon. Come cold blood, selfish. Your words are painless. I like when I drive and feel so dangerous. They say I'm a red flag, 'cause they want it so bad. You should know I'm holding on to what I have. When they say I'm a machine gun, I take it as a compliment. Honey, you should know I can be a weapon. I can be a weapon. Breathing underwater. Can't let you go now. Making it so hard. You got to know now. Ooh.
Welcome back, FDL fans. How are you guys doing for this last game of the series here? We got Season 10, Week 1. I'm KG Fan 3. We've got Professor Freak. This is FDL. And again, we've got Original Thor in the background. Professor Freak, how you doing today?
I am doing phenomenal. I'm excited to be casting my very first ever FDL match, but hopefully not my last. Hopefully I won't get booed out of the stream.
Oh, no, you probably will not. I don't think you'll have to worry about anything. The only thing I think we have to worry about is getting this game on, because it's the Expert League, Hammerheads, Rams, and let me tell you, it's week 1. We don't really know what's going to happen. I just know it's going to be a little bit high-level play, so I can't wait to see what happens. I'm going to tell them to get ready.
With funky heads. I mean, it could go either way. It depends if there's a match on land or is it a match in sea. We'll see.
Yeah, that's a good point there. I don't envy the Hammerheads if they have to get on land, but then again, when the Rams jump in the ocean,
Can
Hammerheads
Rams swim?
really.
That's a good question. I don't know if they can swim with those horns.
I'd like to learn. Doc and Dark Oblivion start this off. That ball hits down. We got Bondo pushing this forward. There's a chance here for Bondo to push it in, but good job by Redbone to push it away. Dark keeps it in the corner. Doc and Dark fighting. Bondo pushing it back, hitting it into the corner.
Tonight.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I promise you, we're gonna have a good time. 30 seconds in, both teams trying to get something going.
You don't expect that turn right there. That's why it works sometimes, but not all the time. All right, we're gonna good patient defense. Ooh, it's a scary ball, but hopefully they don't panic. You know, it's going to be interesting. Neither of these teams has a win yet, though no teams do, so it's not so bad.
No, you get that. You're trying to figure out who's doing what and where they're going. So, I mean, again, this is the first game. It's a minute in. I'm a little surprised there's no goals, but at the same time, this is always one of those things you never really know as Bondo saves that one. Redbone trying to keep it in. Go ahead.
I feel like you're going to see more defense play in the first game. You're on stream. You don't want to get scored on. It's like 1 goal on stream is like 2 against you.
Yeah, you definitely have a few people looking at you, wondering if you're going to keep going. Redbone trying to stop that. Bondo nice and patient. That ball will not hit the ceiling.
Awkward. Good clear off the back wall. Yeah, so far I'd say pretty even. Neither team has dominated possession.
100% agree. Oh, we have an open goal opportunity here if they can get this punch in the middle.
That's a nice center ball. Doc finishes.
We're going to be able to see this replay pretty easily. Oblivion and Redbone on the opposite side, the wrong side of the field right here. Not back in time. Great pass by Bondo, though. I think I might have sent that well over the back of the book. It's
easy to panic in those scenarios, you know. So it's good that he was calm. He's got the delicate center ball just hard enough so that your teammate can knock him in the net.
Ooh, a little bit of fake.
I like
by
that
Redbone.
Slow play. I would have liked to see Redbone take another touch there before he shot it. I think he had more time than he realized.
He did. I think it was. I actually thought Bondo was going to go and turned around, but Bondo's going to pass us. Nobody there.
Oh, that's a big. That won't drop in, but it makes him think. You know, if you do some clears like that.
Keep him honest. We want to keep these people honest. Redbone beats Bondo.
Oh, can Dark beat? He's not going to go. Oh, that's awkward. Good recovery.
Everybody turned away. Redbone and Dark turned away from their head, and definitely an opportunity, maybe punish them for that. But like you said, I think you're right. Everybody's being a little defensive right now. They don't want to really just get scored on, and it's a good move, though.
There's still a lot of time left. You know, if you're the Hammerheads, there's still so much time left. You do not need to panic here.
Sorry, Bondo just landed. Redbone's sending it in, but Bondo landed in good position, too, though.
Almost a very fortunate play for the Hammerheads. Oh, nice beat on the wall by Bondo. Dark collects and gets the boost. Twofer.
I am sneezing this way.
You got to keep your eyes open, even though it's impossible.
Oh, it was super hard.
Oh,
Bondo.
nice play. Nice play.
Whew. I think I'm back now. That was a good job here. Redbone couldn't get there in time. Doc with a send up and Bondo finishing it. And that's some good teamwork right there. Minute 38, but I think you're right. Plenty of time on the clock.
There's enough time. You don't need to panic. And it's the first game. I think more than anything, they've just got to calm down. It could just be, oh, nice bump.
Yes, I think right now I would say Hammerheads are definitely a teeny bit more physical. Doc sending it to Dark. Oblivion.
Nice
Oblivion
play.
can get it for Bondo. Yes.
You know, Oblivion's a 13, but he's somebody that can really play above his salary. I've scrimmed against him, and so if he gets comfortable, he should do well.
I like hearing this too. Like I'd like hearing that you've played against him. It gives a little more insight of that right there. Good patience by Oblivion. I know Doc wasn't trying to pass it to him. You know that's not what the intent was, but good job by Oblivion for being there. And that's a lot of it is positioning. If you're in the right position, you're going to be able to make the right plays here.
A little bit of an awkward position for Redbone. I'm almost surprised you didn't see a demo play there where one of them ran ahead to get the demo.
Oh, I agree. I was a little surprised. Actually, it was a good jump, though, to not get demoed. I'm not sure. Almost in. I don't know. I mean, this is like, again, this is a game one. You never really know, but maybe the comms aren't quite there yet. Maybe they're just not. You know, there's a lot of things that can happen in week one. It's never really, you don't have to really worry about it. Everybody turns away from that. And yet again, that's happened a few times in this game.
It's really benefiting the Rams because, I mean, they're up. Like, if the Hammerheads don't want to go for the ball, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. 30 seconds left. There's still time on this clock, but you don't.
An awkward touch.
Things like that you don't want to happen. Oh, good job by Oblivion stopping Bondo, though. That was a shot. I think Bondo was trying to shoot that.
Yeah, I would love to see the Hammerheads control the ball a little bit better as they exit defense. I feel like they're trying to go for big clears and long shots, but sometimes they're just giving the ball away. That's a nice read. Can this get in? Oh, nice save. That was a good match.
It's a very good match. I liked at the end though. Nice patience by both teams right there. Definitely opportunity at the end to tie it up. So this is what I know there's a little bit of a point differential with Bondo getting a bunch of shots and a couple of saves, but I would say that was a pretty even game. I mean, the Rams took a 2-0 lead, and it was just kind of they were able to weather a little bit of something that Hammerheads had, but for the most part, I would say that was a relatively even game. It's going to be hard to decide who's going to win the next one.
I'd agree. It was very even. I think other than Bondo's score being higher, like both players on both teams were there. I think that 2-goal lead, it's just so hard to overcome, and if you're already nervous, playing from behind is so hard.
Yes. So sometimes the stream can do it, and then some people forget. They'll usually game 2 is when people do forget they're on stream, especially if they're not watching, which is hard to do. I can promise you that. It's hard not to watch.
You got to watch, but you got to turn that sound down. You don't want to hear that.
Yeah, yes. You don't want to hear.
You don't want to hear casters saying, "I don't know what they were thinking there."
Usually we're talking about ourselves, but that's not the point.
That's true.
Hope let's see here.
I guess the other thing that I find interesting with just this being a game 1 and is like, how do you decide what lineup to go with? There's every option is available to you. Do you start your best in hopes that you'll get a win, or do you want to save your A lineup for later in the season? So,
yeah, I agree.
I know either of these teams aren't in a situation where they can do that because they both only have 2 members right now, but I still think there's some interesting psychology, and I imagine a lot of players and captains out there are going to be, scratching their brains trying to think about what's the way to go.
I definitely agree with that. I was just letting them know that they can join whenever, and they are definitely ready. I think that's what they were waiting for. Just that little okay. We've got Redbone and Doc meeting in the middle, and this is like I said, this is a 1-0 lead. I think we're gonna see a little bit of different gameplay. I don't think we're gonna see so much hesitation. I think both teams are going to be a little bit more, I would say, deliberate in what they do. As Dark Oblivion, I feel like last time would have driven away. This time they tried to dunk them.
Yeah, it almost makes me wonder if we're going to see it swing in the opposite direction, to where you're going to have teams going for more riskier plays. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, we've all been there. A touch do you think is going to be a good clear, and then it doesn't. There's been times where it's clearly always the server's fault when it happens to me, but I'm sure that Dark is feeling that way. I would love to see some more physical play. I'm a demo guy. Like, I think the easiest way to score on a defended net is to destroy the defender.
That is a very good point, especially if you've got a nice 2v1 situation and decent amount of boost. That ball is almost centered. Does a good job by Redbone to get that far enough away. Great bump by Oblivion. Yes, that was awesome. Can they get back in time?
Those are frustrating.
Yes, they are, and with no boost on the Hammerhead side, they were able to weather that storm.
Right there. So if I'm Redbone, I pop that ball, I'm going to go ahead for the demo or the bump, because then Dark's right there to clean it up. Oh, that's an unfortunate miscommunication. Yeah. I think that gets to that. Maybe they're not as fleshed out with the comms. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that stayed out.
Oh my goodness.
That is frustrating. If you're the Hammerheads right now, that is a frustrating situation. You feel like you should have had a goal there.
100%. I was feeling the same way. I was almost like, it's inevitable. I'm glad I didn't say anything, because I felt like it could have been a curse, but instead it just didn't go. A great job by the Rams not giving up right there. Sometimes you just got to go for it. That's a shot on goal. That's not going to make it. Nice follow, but it still goes wide, and yet again wide. They just can't sit it on again. Oblivion there, but Redbone can't be getting in front of Bondo.
I mean, I feel like the difference right now is just the Rams are playing a little cleaner, just fewer mistakes, and the mistakes that they have are not right in front of their net.
Yes, and the 1-0 lead right now is going to be, it feels big, even though
That's a
Redbone can't
great
get it around
play.
there.
He's got it. Good goal. Good goal.
Finally.
Sometimes you got to throw in some surprising challenges there. You know, Doc was clearly not expecting Redbone to stay on that ball.
I think you mentioned last game that you wanted to see the Hammerheads like take control a little bit, and that was a good job of keeping it close. I think Redbone stayed, or his teammates stayed back and did a good job of making sure they're in good position. So Redbone's going to push up, I think, going to take that corner boost, and does. Bondo, no
That's
boost,
a
but is
very
able to
nice
get on
touch.
Oblivion.
Redbone gets a touch, saves the guard. Oh, there's a little miscommunication there in defense. I don't think Doc can score that, but smart play with the boost deal.
I was gonna say same exact thing. They're playing some smart. Both teams are playing pretty smart right now. Bondo's been getting the decent touches. Doc's been playing a very good two-man.
Now that was a nice play. I don't know that I agree with Redbone going to take that right there. I think Dark still had control. Again, I think that's some of the nerves almost trying to do a little too much right now.
Uh-oh.
That's a great clear by Redbone.
Like opportunity.
Oh, I like the low 50 there.
That was a good move by Dark to get back in time, too, because that was an open goal. Dark had no boost left. Gets it around Doc.
Oh, it's just off. That's,
nice.
I guess, an okay bounce for the Rams. Not the worst. Well cleared by Doc there.
Especially since it's going to go in the back of the net. We got a little chase here. Bondo is able to get that boost, but Oblivion is able to send this the other side and
Good
get
control.
their boost of their own. Yes.
Gonna miss the touch, but he should go ahead for the demo. That's fine.
Redbone trying to beat Doc.
Few times we're going for the big shot, not quite getting it. And yeah, there, Redbone nowhere near to play that ball.
He's got some good touches.
Oh,
One of these.
That's so close. That bounces a little bit different there.
Yeah,
that's an awkward spot to begin with, and that pinch is just not what you're expecting.
No, I didn't. I actually didn't know whether to say save or not, because at first I thought it was going in, then it started to look like it was trickling out. And unfortunately, it was hit back in again. So these guys are trying to keep me on my toes, and I like it. But we got an opportunity for Oblivion to go up and hit it, but Doc gets back in time. Very good job here. The Rams playing really well again. This is another really good game. Oblivion trying to push forward. Doc get there in time. It does. Great defense yet again. And if I'm going to say right now, the Rams have been playing really good defense. And the Hammerheads, they got 6 shots on goal this game. And
they've just been really good about getting the ball to safety really quickly. The ball is not spending a lot of time in a dangerous position for the Rams, but that's an open goal. Well done by Dark.
I wanted to say it out loud louder, but I almost felt like they could hear me.
You know, if they missed that, they would 100% be like, I felt it in my soul.
Yes, he said something. Why would you say that? The announcer said it. No, this is definitely another really good game. 30 seconds left. It is tied. This is a little bit different because last game it never got to this point. But
that's a dangerous spot, but a good demo by Redbone, but took himself out. Nice finish by Doc there.
Yes, Redbone demos Bondo, but it kind of turns up field. Probably needed to stay back technically, but Doc, I don't think he knew Doc was coming. I think Doc just came flying through.
I think he assumed Doc's going back for boost. You don't expect him to come in for that, but Doc's able to see he's out of position there. Plus, you've got the smoke screen, but then you have a kickoff goal right back.
This is Rocket League.
That's like the best feeling in the world when your opponent scores on you and you immediately get a kickoff goal. So if you're the Hammerheads, you feel like you got bailed out. It's 0-0 again.
Nothing wrong with that.
Next goal wins, even if it goes to overtime.
This is actually a great point. I would like to see what happens here with Doc with no boost, sending it down to Bondo.
Ball. It's a good shot, just barely off. Good save by Redbone.
Great rotations there. Those were two slamming shots. Bondo's going to try to do it. Oblivion is able to stop it. Doc lets it go.
It was a little aggressive there, that last challenge by Oblivion, because if that goes over you, you're last man back. You want to play that safe usually on 0 seconds, but they got to stop no matter what. So, oh, is that it? Yeah.
Wow.
I think Dark's just pushing up a little too far there. He's last man back. You know, your number one goal is to keep that out of the net. He could have turned earlier to go back to net. I mean,
Not only that,
we've all been there. You think you can beat the opponent, and you're like, I'll beat him to this ball.
well, Bondo, I know they can't see it. We can. Bondo had only 12 boost and was able to get up fast that and hit it well. So that was a nice quick jump and hit it really well. So Bondo's been playing really well. I mean, Doc came back like point wise. I know we don't really take too much points, but with those 3 goals, opportunity took those opportunities 3 for 4. That is some shooting right there. 75% is not a good thing for your defense, but that was an awesome game. So
it was close. It was back and forth. I mean, the thing we never saw though is the Hammerheads like really take the lead, and I now we're thinking like, are we going to get the 3rd sweep of the night? It's been nothing but sweeps tonight. You don't want that to happen to you. You at least want to get 1 win here. I think if you're the Hammerheads, you almost just have to ignore the previous 2 games and act as if you're starting completely fresh.
yes, just think of it as we got 3 more games to play. That's how you got to think of it. We have 3 games to play. Don't even think about winning them other than thinking about winning them, if that makes any sense. You got to always think about winning, so you don't have to worry about that. I wouldn't even think about a sweep. I would just game 1, game 2, game 3, let's go. But
and you know, if you're the Rams in this situation, like that 1 win, if the Hammerheads get 1 win, now the thoughts of like, oh my God, am I going to get reverse swept on stream? Like that thought is going to creep into your head. So if you're Hammerheads, you just have to think, I mean, obviously you have to win this so you don't lose the series, but it's 1 game. Just get 1 win.
Get 1 win. You don't want that. And not only that, Rams, they could come out and be like, I want to take it to them and do their own little misses and make their own little mistakes. So you never really know. It's a mind game. Doc is going to send this in.
Oh,
and what a save by Redbone. Wow. What a start to this game 10 seconds in.
Had both of the Rams going for it. That's a nice pass. Can they finish? That would have been on target, I think, but well defended. Dark should turn on that.
Yeah, that ball's been
sitting. That sounds like a good 50 by Bondo there. Controlled it. Doc's right there. Oh, but a great clear.
Oh, we get a little bit of opportunity for Bondo to get. Oh,
nice
Bondo misses
flick. Nice clear by Doc, though. Yeah, I mean the Rams continue to play really solid defense. When they get in uncomfortable situations, they're basically stopping it. Oof.
That's a nice touch by Bondo. That's a nice smooth finesse touch here.
Well, and the recovery, like to get that back towards their net, the missed flick by Doc, but still recovered to cut around the first defender. So it's a nice play on both sides.
Yeah, exactly. Again, this is where I'm gonna like. It's hard to say that the Hammerheads have lost 2, but they're playing so well. I would just obviously the Rams are playing better. They're a little more cleaner, I would say. I think you said that in the first game, and it's continued on. They've been a little bit more cleaner than the Hammerheads, and part of the goal was there.
Especially in defense. That's where I feel like, you know, unfortunately for the Hammerheads, more of their mistakes are coming out in defense, leading to easy goals for the Rams. But that's a good defensive rotation there. He should have time to collect boost.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that is a very fortunate 50. That's an awkward position to be in as Dark. Like, you know you have to go up for this ball, but in some cases you're actually just kind of hoping it's going to miss. Because you're guessing either way, right? You're pre-jumping that and guessing and almost hoping that they hit it directly into you or miss.
And not only that, they hit it into a full boost Bondo. And a nice save right there by Doc. Bondo did go for... No,
good control by Redbone. Nice pop.
Wow, what a save by Bondo.
It's a fortunate demo. I would love to see the Hammerheads go for more deliberate demos. I think they need to be more physical right now. Because without it, they're not going to get the win. And this is the dangerous part. When you surrender a lead like this, you have to play more aggressively, leading to goals like that.
Yep. Yes,
I mean, 3 minutes is a lot of time. So
a lot of time.
They don't need to panic yet, but they do need to get a goal ASAP.
Yes, exactly. No panic, but like that can't really happen either. Dark did not have any boost. Good back pass right there, but Doc wasn't able to get
down.
Oblivion gets dunked by Bondo. Redbone is able to stop it, but Bondo sends it. Bondo's been really close. Nice touch by Doc. Oblivion can't get that on because Doc is there. That is back.
Redbone should get there.
Good job. I like the there's no give up here from the Hammerheads. I don't see them I don't see that their cars like doing that. Oh,
That's an unfortunate miss. And now you've got a 1v2 situation. That's well handled, honestly. Redbone made the most of that.
No boost for Redbone in the mid. This is going to be a chance for Oblivion to go up. It's just not happening. The Rams are there. They're there for everything. See that 50?
They're there. They're recovering well enough so that even when they're out of position, they're back to defend.
Unfortunately, that's happening now too. So now you're getting to there's misses. They still have time if you. What a bump by Bondo though.
Oh, and well played by Doc to just slow play that. They don't need a goal, so they can take all the time they want.
Good job by Bondo.
Oh,
Redbone.
what a save.
Oh, and then Oblivion hits it right into Redbone's back end. Still able to keep it in the corner though. Oh, nice job by Dark Oblivion to get that away. Looking for some sort of play here. Can they hit a nice touch? Bondo's there yet again, playing so well right now. And Doc getting it over Redbone, my goodness. Professor Freak, this is
They're just handling the defensive, like, when they're in pressure situations on defense, they just handle it so well. Whereas you feel that the Hammerheads are flailing a little bit in defense. They've made some great saves, but it feels like they've really got to work.
Yeah, and then the goals they've given up were open goals, not like they were. It's just they kind of got counterattacked. Great demo by Bondo, but at the same time does bring Oblivion back. Gets the boost. Bondo is gonna go for goal. Oblivion stops it. Redbone keeps it in the air, but
that's
not really.
I mean, you're looking now. You have to basically get a goal immediately to have any shot. So Redbone should get the boost. He missed the boost. That's not good. And that's in their net.
Gosh.
Oh, that's frustrating.
A 50, like a missed boost, and then a 50.
And that's hard. That's an awkward ball. If you're the defender, right over your head. The offensive player always has the better view in that situation.
Yeah, this is in this situation, this is the game just kind of got out of control here once they had to get really, really aggressive, and the Rams were able to weather every storm. I mean, there were how many opportunities? There's 5 shots by Oblivion, 1 shot for Redbone, but like just save after save for the Rams this game. The defense kicked in, and it was an absolute beautiful thing to see.
Yeah, they never panicked. They always looked like they were in control. Can they get a consolation? Oh! That was a nice shot by Redbone. Good consolation goal there, but I cannot believe it. 3 sweeps tonight.
Week 1, you never really know what's going to happen in these things, but my goodness, Rams, that game was impressive, in my opinion. I still think the Hammerheads played well, but I think the Rams, just once they took over, they really, I think they showed, like you said, I'll use the word poise. They showed poise, and were able to do everything they needed to do in that game, and that was
honestly, good. They just didn't panic. Like they were calm, collected, and even in situations that could have led to easy goals for the Hammerheads, they didn't let them in. And I think, unfortunately for the Hammerheads, it's almost like they had to execute perfectly on offense to get goals, and that just wasn't happening tonight, unfortunately.
They had some shots that went wide. They had some shots. I mean, good saves by the Rams. Those were some really nice. Especially that one that I thought was going in. I just kind of sat back and was like, oh. And then when it came out, no idea that. I mean, I'm going to tell you, Bondo, if I was to pick like an MVP of the series, I would say it would be. But I think, are we doing?
Speaking of, I think we have a certain Bondo and Doc. So congrats, guys. How's it feel to open up the season with a sweep?
Man, I don't I don't get to win much. It's kind of nice. No, it was good. These guys are great. It's a nice confidence boost to start the season. Doc and I played our first matches together just today, so just the fact that we synergized so well and played, it was real nice. It was good.
Well,
It's
I
good
mean
match.
that honestly, like just hearing that, that's impressive because you guys seemed really well coordinated, especially in your defensive rotations. So the fact that you guys haven't played much together, I think that probably bodes well for you this season. I imagine you guys have to be feeling pretty confident.
Well, we played really well. Doc is an incredible ones player, so I trust him to be out on his own doing whatever. Meanwhile, I'm just driving around and he gets to clean up after whatever situation I leave him in. We're in a weird spot right now as the expert Rams, because our third Vert, huge congrats to him. Him and his wife are expecting. So he's not playing this season. So we are currently looking for a third. So here's your highlight reel for the expert Rams. If you're 13-5 or a 14 and you're still looking for a roster spot.
They had to win just so they could get this opportunity to plug their team.
Yeah, we really needed this bad. So.
How often do you get to join a team with with no losses yet? So that's a pretty good opportunity for those of you out there.
I do like that. Bondo Doc, it doesn't matter. Well, I have to actually ask you about the third game, because obviously the first two games were close. Not that the fourth game wasn't, but like you guys really picked it up. What do you think was the change that got that third game was so much different?
I've done enough talking. Doc, go ahead.
Okay. No, I think we got into our groove by the third game. We were feeling it. And maybe by the third game, maybe their mental wasn't as good because they lost in overtime, like a close game. So
very close. And not only that, I would say you had a couple of saves that were a little bit. I mean, I would assume if I was playing a little bit, I don't know, a little disheartening, if you will. Especially one that I even sat back and was like, it's it's going in, and then all of a sudden, I think it was Bondo that saved it, but I know you were part of it because it was just a massive cars in the goal. So I mean, there's just it didn't matter who it was, but when it came flying out, of course I have to talk again. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate that. No, I would like to say that was a great series. I mean, I know it was a sweep, but I think that you guys, that was two teams that, would you say you, not that I can't say look forward, but look forward to playing them again? Yeah.
I mean, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's all I wanted to say.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me play off of that. Definitely then. We'll play them again later in the season. They're a super fun team to play. I think Doc said this was their C lineup, but they're a super, super fun team. I really enjoyed playing against them and excited to play them again. Yeah, that second game was that was
a nail biter.
Yeah.
So who are you guys watching out for then? What are the teams you really have an eye on in your conference?
Oh, in our conference? Okay, I can't speak on
this.
There's only one team I'm excited to watch, and it's the Gators, baby. I got to watch Robot Man and his team sweep.
All right.
Ooh.
I think they're in my conference, so I'll let that slide. No, I think you guys, admittedly, I think you have it's a tough conference you're in, but I mean, phenomenal to start off with a sweep. Yeah, I guess if you guys get a solid third, other teams watch out.
It's a great point. Until that happens, you really I don't know what, until you get that third, you're gonna probably mesh well together a little bit. So and like they said, Rams do have an open spot, so keep your schedules open. They're probably gonna have to be discording someone soon. I will say though, that was probably it for it. Professor Freak, you've got anything for us before we go?
I guess just in the battle of sea creature versus a land creature, it took place on land and maybe on a mountain somewhere. So you guys clearly had the upper hand the entire time. So well done.
Ram.
A pleasure to be able to cast you guys.
We appreciate it. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you. You guys have a good night in FDL. This is going to be it for us. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Sorry about
more
that.
games tomorrow.
have 3 more games tomorrow and then Sunday as well. So everybody, I hope you guys have a good night. We can't wait to see you. And we're welcome back FDL season 10. Let's go.
Great. Yeah, everybody have a great night and a great start to the weekend.
power, infinite, infinite power, infinite, infinite power, 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 infinite, infinite, infinite power, infinite, infinite power, infinite, infinite power, 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 infinite power. Infinite power.